The National Numeracy Challenge is a drive to tackle the major issue of low adult numeracy in the UK. Central to this is the Challenge Online, a confidential, friendly, easy-to-use interactive website designed to assess and improve your everyday math skills in bite-sized steps, while building confidence along the way.
First of all, to get to the site, go to www.nnchallenge.org.uk. If you've been provided with your own direct link via an email, then please use it.
When you reach the home page, we recommend that you spend some time having a look at the tabs at the top of the page. We've developed these to show that everyone can master the basic numeracy skills needed for life. But to do this, you need to understand the value of everyday maths. You need to believe that you can improve, and you need to accept that some effort is going to be needed. In the Myths section, we aim to bust some common myths about maths. Why Bother shows how maths is useful in different aspects of life and work. Is it just me? Shows that we all worry about maths sometimes, but that we can all overcome this. And Yes You Can shows how other people have succeeded by putting in the effort.
Next, click Take the Challenge, which will take you to the registration page. Register by entering your first name, last name, an email address and a password. We won't share your personal data with anyone else. You'll receive an email from us welcoming you to the challenge online, but we won't share your email address with anybody. If you were provided with your own link and used this to get to the site, then the access code will already be filled in for you. If you got to the site another way and you have been given a unique access code, then enter it here. Otherwise, type OPEN here. Next, fill in your postcode, gender and age. These are anonymous. We only ask so that we have an idea of the number of different people using the challenge. Terms and conditions are available to read here. Just click Register when you're happy to get started.
Meet Jenny. She'll be your guide through the challenge. Click Let's Get Started, and first of all you'll be asked 6 questions so that we can better understand how people using the site feel about maths. Again, your answers are anonymous. You'll get a short response depending on how you've answered the questions. The next screen shows what's going to happen next, a step-by-step summary of how the challenge online works. If you need help at any time, visit the FAQs page here. If this doesn't answer your question, then you can get in touch with us by email or phone.
Next, take the Challenge Checkup. This is a set of questions which assesses your overall numeracy level at this moment in time. It's likely to take around 20 to 40 minutes to complete, depending on the questions that the system chooses for you. It's not a test. It's purely to assess your overall level at this moment in time and point towards which learning resources will be of most benefit to you. The questions are different for each person, as the checkup chooses questions based on previous answers. If you're answering correctly, you'll be given harder questions. If you answer wrongly, you'll be given easier questions. When you've answered a question, click the forward arrow here to move on to the next one. If you don't know the answer, then click the Don't Know button here. You can also move back by pressing the backward arrow here if you want to go back and change an answer. Where needed, there's a calculator here and a notepad here. You can change the size of the text here. And if it's helpful to hear an audio version of the questions, then click here. If you can't complete the checkup in one go, don't worry. Just close the window and your progress will be saved so that you'll return to the same point when you log back in later.
When you finish the checkup, you'll see your results screen. This shows the overall level you worked at, as well as a score out of 100. We don't show you which questions you got right or wrong, because we want you to come back and take the checkup again later, after you've done some learning. We use 4 levels in the challenge: Gold, which is the everyday maths equivalent of a C or above at GCSE, Silver, which is equivalent to a lower pass at GCSE, and Bronze and Entry, which are below these levels. If you're already working at Gold, then you can leave the challenge at this point. But please fill out our online survey first and consider helping others by becoming a challenge champion.
If you didn't get gold first time in the checkup, then you're given a target level to work towards, silver in this case. You have a choice of how you'd like to learn, online with us or elsewhere. If you'd like to learn elsewhere, click this button to find tips for finding local colleges and tutors. If you choose to learn online with us, click here. The screen shows the 5 areas of everyday maths based on our Essentials of Numeracy. It advises which of the 5 areas you need to improve on in order to reach your target. In this case, we already worked at silver in 2 of the areas, so we are going to focus on the other 3.
You'll then be introduced to the Your Progress page. This is your dashboard, the screen you'll work from while visiting different topics and whenever you log back into the challenge online. Your Progress shows the target and the areas of numeracy you need to work on. You can also print out your certificate here to show the level you worked at in the checkup. When you're ready to start learning, just click on Begin in the first area of numeracy. First of all, you'll be asked some more questions, this time about this specific area of everyday maths. This is so that we can identify which topics within this area you need to focus on. Once you've answered the questions, you'll return to Your Progress and it'll show which topics within the area you should work on. Topics needing attention are marked Not Yet Started and Start Learning. The topics which you already showed a good understanding of are shown as Already Silver in this instance and Revise. Of course, you can spend time on these topics too if you want.
When you click Start Learning to work on a topic, you're taken to a page like this. The heading shows the topic with a short definition here. At the top of the page are some tips for learning. We recommend that you visit this and spend a little time planning how to get the most out of your learning. Below are links to learning resources which you can work through at your own pace. We have selected these as the best available from a host of providers like the BBC, Khan Academy, Conquer Maths, CIMT, I Need Maths, a Maths Dictionary for All, and many others. Please note that each resource opens in a separate tab or window on your browser. We suggest you work through the resources in the order suggested, but if you don't like one of them, then by all means move on to the next. Please do click the feedback buttons once you are finished with a resource. This will help us improve the selection for future learners. If you need to leave the site at any point, that's fine, just log out. You can log back in again using your email address and password and you'll be taken back to the Your Progress page. Take your time with the learning resources and visit the practice area near the bottom of the page. Once you feel your understanding of the topic has improved, click Got It. You'll be taken back to the Your Progress page and this topic will now be shown as Revise rather than Start Learning or Continue.
Once you've visited all the topics recommended and you feel confident that your understanding has improved, it's time to take the checkup again. Make sure you give yourself the best possible chance to do well when you retake the checkup. You know what to expect now. There are some tips here. When you've worked through the checkup again, you'll get your new results and find out if you've reached your target level. You'll also find out how much progress you've made with your score out of 100. You might not have reached your target level, but you may be well on your way to it. If you haven't reached your target, then don't worry. You can go round again and do some more learning until you're happy that you're ready to retake the checkup. If you have reached your target, or your checkup score is now higher, then congratulations, you have improved your everyday math skills.
Before you leave, we ask you the same 6 questions about numeracy which we asked at the start, to see if attitudes are changing as a result of using the challenge online. Then you can print out your new certificate.
Please do fill out our survey before you leave us, as this will help us improve the challenge for learners in the future.
Remember, you can always get in touch to get involved in our Challenge Champion programme and help others. And help the UK find its strength in numbers.